Honorable Justice Ibrahim Kalifulla, the chief guest of this inaugural function of the 2-day seminar, Dr. Acharya, CMD of NLCIL India Limited, and its cohesive functional directors. Cohesive in the sense that you just saw when we were lighting the lamp, all the directors joined hands with CMD to light the last lamp which was available for them. And as apex body, I know about all the companies, all the enterprises, public sector enterprises, and NLCIL India Limited has unique distinction for having a very cohesive team of functional directors. So compliment to the leadership of Mr. Acharya and my friends Mr. Singh and other dignitaries on the dais, my friends sitting outside. For me, many friends always appear when I come and address the public sector enterprises. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really honored and feel humbled to be among you, addressing you. As I have been told, this is a keynote address, but I don't have any key with me, not worry. But the theme of the 2-day seminar, which is coinciding with the Golden Jubilee celebration, is once again a unique feature for observing the Golden Jubilee by holding a seminar, not by one directors, but I have been told by almost all the directors in time to come. I represent Scope, which is co-hosting this program, so I take this privilege to welcome you all once again on behalf of Scope. Scope, as you may be knowing, represents public sector, which is 298 in numbers when we talk about central public sector enterprises in India. This 298 public sector enterprises have an investment of 10.9 lakhs crore from Government of India. And you will be happy to know that the net worth of all the public sector enterprises is almost comparable with this 9.81 lakhs crore for public sectors. Their turnover is 21 lakh crores presently, and they are contributing a profit of over 1,20,000 crores every year. Not only that, in terms of taxes, duties and all that which public sector enterprises have been paying to Government of India Exchequer is almost 2 lakhs crore. So much so that if you calculate the 10 years contribution of public sectors to Government of India Exchequer, it is coming somewhere 25 lakhs crore. There can't be any better entity or enterprise which gives so much return on an investment of 10.9 lakhs crore by Government of India. So there is all reason to be proud of as a public sector enterprises. There is no need of any crestfalling, and you should not care for the criticism of public sector enterprises, which has become a common thing in India, even though we are contributing such a lot. I am really proud to be associated because this is my 44th year in or for public sector enterprises in India. So I am emotionally associated. Now the confidence of investors in public sector enterprises is that you have around 45 public sector enterprises listed on a stock exchange, which is hardly 5% of the total listed company, because 944 is the total listed company in India, private or public. And this 5% is having market capitalization as of yesterday around 16%. 5% holding a market of 16% shows the investors' confidence. That is why you must have seen all your disinvestment and going to for equity, we are oversubscribed, so much so that Coal India's issue is a world record, 15 times of its issue order. There lies Choubey. You have around 13 lakhs employees today, and all are covered under the welfare schemes plus social responsibility on that you are paying. I thought it appropriate for the information so that you feel proud to be a part of public sector enterprises. Now coming to the theme of this 2-day seminar, I remember the director PP, Mr. Kumar, did a lot of labor to finalize and structure the 2-day program because he was with me in scope, and we have carved out all the important facets of procurement, be it goods or services, and the 2-day seminar will cover almost every part. Procurement, volume-wise, in terms of money involved, you will be surprised to know that 15% of the world GDP is the volume of procurement worldwide. That is the World Bank figure. And if we consider Indian procurement, it is around 30% of GDP. So much so that World Bank says 18 lakhs is by public sector alone, worth of procurement every year. And public sector is around 8 to 10 lakhs. So it is 2% of the GDP. Now, I must touch the problem being faced in the procurement by public sector enterprises. Problem is because of a plethora of rules, regulation for which they are required to conform and comply. But if there was one guideline, one direction, one law, it could have been easier for public sector enterprises to comply with. You must be knowing that GFR, General Finance Rule, there is a guideline from Ministry of Finance, Government of India. There is also the power of delegation, manuals, guidelines on various facets of procurement is coming from Ministry of Finance again. Apart from that, there is a purchase preference given to small industry, small and medium industry, cottage industry, handloom. That is another issue when you are going for procurement. This is not all. Then there is a CVC guideline on procurement. And CVC is linked with so many C brothers, you know that. Then there is DGST guideline. These are all under the central side. Now come to the state. States have their own rules and regulations on procurement. Different states, different rules. And some of the states have the legislation also when it comes to procurement, like the state of Karnataka and even Tamil Nadu. These two states in India have legislation on procurement. You have unique distinction to be in beautiful city of Naveli. Now, different state government, different rule, different regulations. Over and above that, public sectors have their own procurement manual. This is combined with that you have to be very transparent while working out, while procuring the things. And you must come out with everything before the public. If not, there is accountability check for public sector enterprise. Accountability check is a unique, heterogeneous, complex mechanism to check the accountability. Like a CBO must be sitting in a value also, like so many public sector. Then you have internal audit. Then you have external audit, government audit or CAG. Then it goes to, report goes to Parliament. Then if it is something, then it goes to CBC. CBC refers to CBI. CBI refers to the clauses of CCI, Competition Commission of India. All the C brothers, 5 C brothers, are like, just like Pandavas with one Draupadi, that is public sector enterprises. This is the unique, this is the unique feature of our system where public sectors are working on such a constraint, I want to say. Traditionally, you have a habit of conformance, compliance and conformance. Public sectors are prone to compliance and conformance. Obviously, performance is affected. Performance is affected because public sector people are not ordinary, they are highly fertile in brain. They take benefit of large many rules, regulation which is prevailing here, there, to the benefit and convenience of themselves, so that they can remain scot-free. When something happens, they will tell that I have followed this rule, I have followed that rule. And there is something called, what I've been telling is malicious sincerity. Malicious sincerity, I must explain that suppose if you ask your servant to go to market, bring a Colgate toothpaste costing 40 rupees. He goes. Comes after 2 hours and says, no sir, ये तो 40 रुपया 25 पैसे में देता है, 40 rupees 25 पैसे he is asking. And he is coming after 2 years. He has complied with the order, but he has not performed. Then the boss says, no, go, what is the problem? 25 paisa is nothing, go. He again goes, comes after 2 hours and says, sir, wo to big gaya. That is sold. This is malicious sincerity, and when human discretion is applied, that becomes a problem. Things are definitely not free of corruption in that case. But when it comes to conformance, recently I came across a quote from Pandit Nehru, which I have noted for your benefit, that they had visualized that public sector does not work as the way government works, and there is a need of some flexibility when it comes to decision making. So I quote Pandit Nehru's speech in the Parliament during the second 5-year plan. Let me quote: the way a government functions is not exactly the way enterprises normally function. A government rightly has all kinds of checks as it deals with public money. Usually, it has to apply to these checks. But when one deals with plant and machinery in an enterprise where quick decisions are necessary,